Ciao guys, Tarwood here. So I received a lot of comments about this headset, and at the beginning I was a kind of skeptical to grab it because of the not super great build quality. That's why I went for the HP. That was at that time also the cheapest of the Windows Mixed Reality headset. But my HP, as you know from the other video, broke. So I took it like an opportunity. I decided finally to grab it and to see what the Lenovo Explorer is all about. Anyway guys, if you're new from the channel, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to check out all the other videos in the channel, and if you like what you see and want to keep being updated about VR and tech in general, please consider to subscribe, clicking or tapping the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. That will be super appreciated and will help a lot the channel. But let's go back on topic and let's see a little unboxing and my first impression about the Lenovo Explorer over here. And here what has arrived. Here the Lenovo Explorer, let's see to open it, a little unboxing. 1, 2, the third one here. Here you are, nice box, instruction over here, very nice pouch, and as always, instruction and little cloth to clean the lenses. A lot of the instruction, very nice thing. Then we have, whoa, our controllers. Okay, but to break it, here you are with the controller. One, left and right. Then here we have batteries, I believe. Yeah, for batteries, always the same brand for all these devices. And here we have the headset by itself. Let's get out the box. And here you are with the Lenovo Explorer. And here we are with the Lenovo Explorer. My first impression are kind of combat, and now I'm gonna explain you why. The headset feels a kind of cheap compared to the HP one, and like this dial on the back feel like a kid toy, and the padding are very cheap material, and they didn't even care about this nose thing. They just left a very big masquerade, and that's it. So if you have a solution for it because it closes a little your nose, please let me know in the comment below. I don't want to cut it because I don't want to have a lot of light bleeding, but if you have a solution that will work, please let me know. I also noticed about light bleeding, some light bleeding on the side, and that's nothing major, but it's a little bit there, but your mileage of course may vary. Depends on the shape of your face. On the other side of the metal, every padding is easily impressible because it's attached by Velcro, so you can just take it off and wash it or clean it super easy. And also the padding on the front, and that make it easy to grab just an aftermarket one like VR covers and substitute the included one that is not so great. And another advantage of being like cheap made is the fact that that's very light compared to the other VR headset, and so that makes it kind of not uncomfortable at all for longer session because it's not gonna be so heavy on your head, and that's pretty good. What about the flicking mechanism is there, but you have to trick it a little to make it functional because in the rings over here the cable is not gonna slide perfectly, and so you're gonna find yourself pretty often have the cable blocked in that position and not being able to flip it up. An easy fix for it is to measure the current length and stuck the audio cable inside, so you're gonna block the other cable too in position, and in that way you're always gonna have enough cable to flip it up in every occasion. Also the clip is enough far back position, so it's not gonna unbalance with the weight of the cable, the headset on the right, like it was doing with the Acer or with the HP2. I found it being a little more balanced toward your face, and so when you close it you have to keep it from slapping your nose every single time. That can be an easy ticket for the doctor. But on the other side, that's very nice because the headset is gonna be just very close to your face, and for gaming it's not gonna move too much, and that is gonna increase the immersion too on that. And talking about immersion, another thing that is gonna increase your immersion is the fact that being very close is gonna enhance your FOV. They're saying that it's 110 degrees, and I think it is very comparable to what is the Rift or the Odyssey, and that makes also like enjoying more the screen with the 1440 by 1440 in resolution, and go over the fact that it's an LCD where the black are not super great and the colors are not super amazing, but it's a good screen that gets the job done. Also, I noticed that the screen is less dim compared to the HP headset, where it was a kind of like playing in the dusk. With this one, you have more, it's more bright. I don't know if it's a setup from the factory or just the fact that having a bigger FOV, you have more light getting to your eyes, and that makes everything brighter. I don't know, but it's a good thing. But also come with that the God rays are kind of more noticeable than before, where in the HP were kind of absent. Here you can for sure notice them, but it's like the trade-off for having a brighter screen, of course. And talking about noticeable, I also noticed that the device gets a little warmer. Nothing that is gonna dry out your eyes, by the way, but is noticeable enough to worth a mention. And guys, these were my first impressions about the Lenovo Explorer. I have to say that I'm really enjoying it so far, probably for the enhanced FOV. There's a kind of create a better immersion overall. I don't understand still, I'm still wondering about how can keep a higher price point compared to the other mixed reality headset where the build quality is not so great like the other. As an example, the HP costs $50 less and feels very premium in your hand. But on the other side, I feel this is the best choice for gaming because it's very close to your face and being very light. It kind of like is a kind of the trade-off. You have to pay more, but you have a better gaming device that at the price of $250 to $70 for sure is a great inexpensive alternative to the Vive and the Oculus. Comparison with the HP and full review coming soon. And anyway guys, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Let me know in the comment below what you think about the Lenovo and how to fix the nose part. I'm really interested. And subscribe to the channel for more about VR and tech in general. See you guys in the next video. Ciao! And of course, I didn't forget about the giveaway. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna give away 4 keys, 2 for Blaster Universe, a very nice shooter similar to Space Pirate Trainer, but with more guns and a storyline, and 2 keys for Minecraft. That it's very nice in VR. I assure you it's a totally different game and you're gonna enjoy it. Also because you can play with people in the Xbox, people on the mobile. PvE, PvP is just super nice, and the community, you know, is very huge. And I'm doing this for you guys to thank you for the subscribers, because I really appreciate it, and this is giving me a lot of energy to keep going with the channel. Anyway, the way to do it is just subscribe and leave a comment below. Super easy. And remember to push the bell button so you're gonna see the winner in the next video every time. The giveaway is gonna start with this video, so leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the Lenovo Explorer. And with this one is gonna be for this video, and I'm gonna tell in the next video, where in the next video I'm gonna use those comments for the next video too. So it's kind of a chain for 4 videos. Ciao guys, thank you so much again. Thank you.